Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warwick Hill TV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warwick Hill TV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? You see? Set the path for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this. Yes, greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I first. And I think that's good. You know, see, once I welcome our viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe. And make it help grow the platform. See? Now we want to talk about the shooting we're going in Dunkirk. And car east, you know, at our place, same way, so you don't know. And I stay them again, the man them find some rifle. We're gonna talk about that. But I just knock out the two of them out of the park, 2-in-1. You know, see it? So, you know, violence are rear it head all over. But we read where the Gleaner said about the shooting in a Dunkirk. See? And you hear it sound. There's some very depraved devilism going on in Jamaica where it come like nobody now realize. Them things are normal. Me get on with it. A festering family feud has been cited as the trigger for the fatal shooting of 2 persons in Dunkirk, East Kingston, on Friday evening. 2 others were wounded in the incident as gunmen reportedly targeted a wake about 7:45 p.m. Most residents were reluctant to speak with journalists, fearing retribution from the gangsters whose reign of terror has included death threats. At the core of the conflicts, residents said, were 2 families whose appetite for violence has caused some parents to mull moving with their children. The 2 deceased persons have been identified as 40-year-old Trevor Campbell of Bay Street, Kingston 16, and 22-year-old Tamika Harvey of McIntyre Villa. The wounded were hospitalized. And them knock with another woman starve, I tell you. I wish the people them down here could have get a decent place to live and move out of this place, said one resident who requested anonymity because of safety concern. The young woman, she did leave 2 picnic and she not involved in nothing and them kill her, the resident said, referencing Harvey. If you see how her head mash up, you know, don't me hear say she walk out in a stray bullet still, like you know, but it not take with nothing from the facts. So well then another woman dead, rest through the same little basically petty boy business we are going down to say a gang work. A family feud this, you know. You know, see it. Family feud. I mean, I wonder if a family are dead. And that mean you want to hear. More time when them thing go on, you know, when them team up and gang up and get a whole heap of youth around them and just abuse them and kill off one another. Them nah dead, you know. Cause them not really want to kill one another. Excitement, them love. You know, see it, and them just get everybody else involved. You know, see it. Know them bloodlust family that with just thirsts for attention and just want to be the top, you know. You got go look some work, man, have some ambition and start some business or something with them money they won't have. Look what's that? And a woman that blood pound and now too, you know. But we no business with them thing there anyway. Cause you know, Obia man telling us say him can get you know through hell gate. Yeah man. According to the resident, two men who are well known in the community are behind most of the violence in the East Kingston community. Armed men reportedly move around with impunity, householders said. Them not care. Them just walk up and down on the corner with them gun, a resident whispered. Lad, this nah done now. A foolishness them a go on with, said another resident who described the killing as unbearable. The community was blanketed by tension on Saturday, even as a strong detachment of police personnel patrolled the street. One cop, Constable Joel Robinson, delivered an impromptu sermon urging repentance and warning of the consequence of further unrest if the appeal was not heeded. A small group of residents who gathered to listen to Robinson was receptive, acknowledging his on-the-spot sermon with amens. Kingston, Eastern and Port Royal have been a long-time hub of gang violence. Lawmaker Philip Palwell and opposition... lawmaker, you know. Sorry. Lawmaker Philip Palwell, an opposition member of parliament who has represented the constituency for decades, you know, them say, they've emphasized that decades. Them could have put more emphasis on it and said 3 decades, you know. Has sided with the government in calling for a state of emergency, so to be imposed. His views was a departure from the opposition People's National Parties, which contend that the police have other tools at their disposal. The decision by the party not to support the government and the extension of the SOSO will hurt it in the future. The government does not have a crime plan, so since the SOSOs are the only tool that they have, at least in the interim, I believe they should have supported it. Palwell said in a Gleaner interview, my people in East Kingston want an end to murders. When their loved ones are dying without cause, you can't tell them about principles. When you hear that? Me hear that, Mr. Palwell. You can't tell them about principle. We have to wonder what kind of principle you talk about this, so you know, because police have to maintain a certain level of principle. You know, see, police have to abide by a certain principle in order for there are laws, you know, regulations and laws where the whole thing have to go by. So I understand what you mean by principles and things like that. You see, but still, it's not right for the woman them are dead off like that. The man, you know, the man them a move callous star and you know, irresponsible. Then again, you see the two family that are war with one another. You see it, and me I listen to the news for you if a two of them dead, one from each side. You see it, like 2 cousins dead. But it come like say them not need the brunt of the violence so them are perpetrate on the ordinary community them. You see it, and a big idiot thing them there. A big idiot thing them there. You see, because at the end of the day, we don't see what this fuck we can't see the political reward there, you know. You know, because 30 years for the Palwell there, and they've never see one of them man there yet. We never interact with any of them man there yet. Never have a conversation with them. You know, see it. So, you know, the possibility says some big political contract or something, you know, of consequence them are going on with that over something consequential, you know, valuable. You know, it's nil. You know, see it. Sometimes when you follow back them things and check them back, it start over a dumpling or a tin of mackerel. Because when a family vibes start off of nothing in a rasta. You know see it? Because normal way that walk from your bridging for out a road, you know, say, try your family, you take him for granted and you tell him, you talk back to him and whatever, and blah, blah, blah. You see, so sometimes, more than likely, all this, if you should investigate all that, where that start from, it would start from all that, a shoes, you know, literally, shoes, or somebody sending a barrel from foreign, and it share right in a rasta. You see it? Simple things make family go to war, you know, simpler things than where it would take stranger for go to war. You know, see it? And they have poor people in the midst of this, a kill off one another, and it should be easier for family. Look at it and say, this now gone away. You know, see it? Say for two different families then, the two families where at war is not connected or not related by blood. The facts are, well, then you have whole heap of half-shoots, family members and brothers and sisters who is more than likely targets of this thing as well. That should also give one, you know, reason for take second thought, Rasta. You don't see it? Jaja. Woman are dropping on the street like that, disgracefully. You know, see it? We not appreciate of them thing, the Rasta. Anyway, I think I have a little video with the police with them operation in a Dunkirk. So, I'll drop it at the eye, them watch it and you know, see the police them effort for a bit. You know, see it. And then right on the back of that, I'll drop one of the police them and dig up some gun up a national stadium. You know, see it. So, stay tuned, watch this.
As the JSAF continues its anti-crime effort. Today, a team of officers from the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Specialized Operations, along with members of the Jamaica Defense Force, personnel from the K9 Division as well, did an operation at Stadium East based on intelligence that we received. During the operation, which started about 2:30 this afternoon, we recovered one AK-47 rifle, one Uzi submachine gun, and a shotgun along with 53 assorted rounds, as well as a number of magazines. The operation continues, and we believe that there might be other weapons being concealed in this space. What we are faced with as a society is not a normal situation. These persons, when they do have firearms, they are not scared to fire, and they continue to fire their guns with impunity. And I want to say, as the Commissioner have said, and the High Command have stated, we are going to push back. And this is one of the efforts, and we'll continue on several other efforts. There are a number of things in the pipeline which I cannot disclose at this time, but we are going to pull back Jamaica from the hands of these criminal elements. As I indicated, the operation will continue into tomorrow, because we're not going to stop until we find every weapon that is hidden at this location.
Yeah. So, the gun them in a national stadium. We have to consider for them, what them do this, so, you know? The guy them put them there, what was for them intention? We're not. You know? What? I don't understand. Too much the item have, why the item can't find, have enough space for item in a phone vicinity, and because the reason why I ask that is not a funny thing, you know. I did that day, you know, catch the president, the guy them were orchestrate the murder of the president in Haiti. Two of them in catch in Jamaica allegedly orchestrate the murder, the assassination. You know, see it. No, we are finding gun in a public space is easily accessible in case of any. I mean, this might be harmless and simple. You see it, but you have to observe the ramification of them things. You see it, Prime Minister, You see that spill over right you know, Rasta in a places where you know, them things could have gone all the while and not gone for years. You see, but maybe not. You know, there's a time you know we have to look at this things and get so much that's the man them now know if we put them again. You know see it. And like I say, it's supposed to be a great concern for what go on, because it's like Jamaica is a vacuum you know. You see it? With so much gun up on the street. It's like it's a vacuum for leadership. What you know? If a man with some serious money come down there, yeah, we can no realize what going on. This is the two guys them from Haiti. We successfully. Yeah? There is a connection. I wonder if hey they successfully assassinated a president and find them way in Jamaica for some reason. You understand me? We don't go assume no reason. There's too much dangerous reasons to assume right so how them man they find themselves in Jamaica. You know see? And with all of them youth out there with gun ready for the violence and crime and all them as a win and grievous violence too. You see a woman a drop, head a roll off and all of them sort of something. You know see? You know. What if them guys get some influence behind them? What if them little youths get some influence behind them? Some money influence will start program them mind, bro God, and point them in the right direction. It's not impossible. See two guys who successfully assassinated the president of Haiti. Two of them in Jamaica I walk up and down. Willy-nilly. You know see, it's either you know about it and you're cool with it, or at time for you to take serious stock and know say wait. You know, Chicken Mary, heart the near Rasta. You know see it? Yes, Rasta. The item need for find a distraction and try to get as much as the gun them done down up on the street already, the item still can get in the youth them head and get some love out of the youth them, get some accept, some appreciation for land, order at time. Now, if you put on a foot, on the day a skylark and go on and the thing could not rob nothing and run with it and just get away and go. The youth them are just not going to get away and go. It might not be possible, you know, Rasta. You know, see it? You go to run and still end up in a prison spot and run go. You know, see it? Politicians enough to start, put them on the foot and make the youth them feel connected, make the youth them feel like them a part of the project to Rasta. When they left the youth them out there right now, the youth them just do what they want upon them own. This not right, this not normal and too much sign a show for our politicians them just comfortable so still. You understand me? Too much sign a show for our politicians them so comfortable. It might not mean nothing. You know, see, but more time when we see some things that we never see before, we have to take serious stock. We have to look and see what all of this mean. You know, see it? You know, see it, Rasta? Yes, I. Right, you know, if any troublemaker nation out there, we love see chaos, decide say, they must send some money with a man, come organize them whole heap of street rifle, yeah. The authority in a problem, Rasta. You see it? Because you them no reason, no moral grounds right now not to accept any opportunity because they don't know where the next one come from, really, in terms of social development. So everything where them do, everything will happen for them. Them not starving, you know. Them, I'm probably at that. I save some youth. That's why I'm telling you to say, you see when, if this scamming money I should have stopped, eh? The man them have to find a way of to eat, you know, Rasta. That the man them for know, you know. The man them have to try to find a way of to maintain the social standard where them they develop while them a scam. You know, see? And a serious thing that, you know. That's some serious effort that I got to take. And at them time they thought easy to step in and infiltrate the thing. You know, see it, all sort of infiltration can go on. So while you sit down comfortably now, bed of roses and things like that, foot cock up and watch everything will go on, ball on TV and go on like when a little band-aid can cover that sore there. You know, it'll come forward and it'll grow and it'll show it potential. It'll show potential every day. You know, see it, but come in for that to know why. Because it's too easy and relax with this thing here, Rasta. I don't know if I that to know why. You know, see, we have to observe, you know, because it's dangerous. We don't never do anything yet for Jamaica really have nothing good to say or accept about politicians. You know, see, so we don't know if it's something we don't want. Because too much sign to show itself and the island just sit down the same way. You know, see it? You know, see it? We know we're supposed to can afford some form of we never gonna call the equipment name, but we know there's whole heap of equipment when you see out there in a performance way. That them can afford to do a, you know, but we now going right still because as you hear what the policeman say in the end of film video, him sound like them have a secret weapon to find gun. It sound like them just come up with a secret weapon. And we don't really want to watch and see how the development go. And if it no, you know, we just want to watch and see how the development go. And hope another bluff a guy, a bluff and a go like so then. You know, you can bluff your way through that 1 year officer. I just hope you know see. Yes I. You know. Yeah, we give thanks, you know. You know, see it. We have to take it easy because we're not so energetic when the woman them dead, you know. It's hurtful and we can't laugh or nothing else. You know, see it. Yes, I. We give thanks. Share, like, and subscribe. Rastafari.